A very good Wednesday morning to you, and welcome to what is a beautiful sunny blue skied Manchester today. Absolutely gorgeous. I was due to go out today down to Oxfordshire, but sadly not well, so Mum has to wait, I'm afraid. Going down tomorrow, so no video tomorrow. So what I thought I'd do, try to do two videos today. This one not watch related, as you probably gather from the title. A tricky one, this, and it's something that follows on to a video I did a while back now. Let me kind of fill you in. I will attempt to put a web link down below for you to see this particular program. I have watched a program that was broadcast here in the UK last night called The Jihadis Next Door. Now this was about, as the name would suggest, is about the what appears to be growing culture here in the UK for more and more followers of Islam to feel that it's perfectly okay to spout their religious nonsense, recruiting people into the more violent regime of the Islamic faith, and we, the British public, including the police, and what appears to be an ineffectual government, have to sit and accept this. This programme I found to be more unpalatable than most things I tend to watch, solely because I view going to the cinema and watching television as being a release from everyday life, and to watch it for entertainment purposes only, which will either raise a smile, push a tear, or generally make me have a good old belly laugh at something. This, however, was something that I found to be worrying. It is something that I found to be disenchanting as far as the culture and the country in which I thought I lived. And also it made me worry about the Muslim population in the UK. Now let me carry on a little bit here. The problem that I saw within this program is the reporter apparently filmed a particular guy, who you will see all the way through the video, for a period of just over 12 months, where this man is openly an advocate of the more violent side of Islam. He is, although stays just the right side of the line, a recruiter for ISIS. He is a supporter of anyone who goes back to Syria and becomes a fighter for ISIS, even if that person takes his assumedly innocent wife and child along with him to potentially be killed in the name of Muhammad, and hopefully to be sent to the afterlife to gain benefit from the 72 virgins. Now, the issue that I have with this particular program is not so much the program, as I said a minute ago, more about the country in which we live. It seems to me that This particular religious grouping can do, say, and act in whatever way they wish, without any legal repercussions coming their way, or so it appears. Whereas if we, the indigenous white Christian population, ever have the nerve to say something that the Muslim populace consider to be hurtful, against their religion, anti-Islamic, or whatever, can pull out of their pocket the race card and have us reported for a hate crime against their religion, race, or whatever. And it appears to me that we, the indigenous population, are not getting a fair shake in our own country anymore. That it appears that freedoms, political, religious, and the freedoms of speech are now shifting towards a community which, let's face it, chose to live here. So why did they choose to live here? Well, you can only assume, or you would like to think, that they would choose to live in the UK because it is a free, democratic country where freedom of speech and religion are welcomed, and you can basically live the life that you want to live. It is coming evident to me that quite a lot of the people who come to live in this country come to live in this country to forward the cause of the more radical side of Islam. As you will see in the programme, their aim is to have the black flag of ISIS flying proudly above number 10 Downing Street, and no doubt the Palace of Westminster. And it seems that the government of the day, of any day, seem to be ineffectual about this. So my kind of view is on this: is it time that the tolerant nature of white Western countries, yes, I'm including America, Australia and Canada in this, is it time that our tolerant natures are toned down slightly? Is it time that the evil that this particular religion is showing around the world is met with equivalent evil? I'm a great fan, although not having a religion, as you know, I'm a great fan of Old Testament justice. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. And I think maybe it might be time for us to take on board Old Testament justice, as seems to be the Islamic faith take on chosen passages of the Quran, the holy word, to justify what they do in different countries which are not their own. They should feel privileged that we accept them as we do, and that we are more, in my view, in favour of integration. We voluntarily try to integrate, and we also are forced by legislation to make them integrate into our culture as much as possible, even though certain members of the community, the white community, may well not want to. My feeling is we had a demonstration of this force yesterday, that the UK government are now going to spend £20 million to teach Asian women to speak English. Now, my view is on that is that £20 million can be used in a slightly better way, perhaps for those poor people who were affected by the floods over the winter, maybe. Surely, if you come and live in a country whose predominant language is English, then you and the onus upon you should be to speak English. And if you can't speak English, then the onus, and indeed any cost to learn English, should be yours and yours alone. So it seems to me that what is happening here in Britain is that a non-Indigenous part of the community is now getting far more rights and privileges than are the indigenous population. Those of us who've been registered in Britain for 1,000 years, back to the days of the Doomsday Book. Yes, my name is in there. So I think the thing is to do here is to decide on what course of action we in Britain, as a free and fair country, want to take. Do we want to carry on the way we are at the moment, allowing people to spread bile and hatred on the streets and recruit other people into their bloodthirsty cause? Or do we want to come down to their equivalents, as it were, and we should be able to pin them down, stop them talking about what they believe, and if indeed they want to live by the standards and rules of the religion that they spout, then we pick them all up, put them on a plane and send them all back to Syria. And maybe, just maybe, they might be happy there. Who knows? And all those that we send back, all the rights and privileges that they behold from being British citizens, and indeed their British passports, are taken away from them, enabling them never to return. So that is it. I won't say I hope you enjoy the video link that I put down below, because any right-minded person shouldn't enjoy it. But I will be fascinated to hear what your points of view are on this, whether you are feeling the same kind of pressure to accept all this kind of thing in America or Australia or Canada. Let me know. Other than that, if you have any answers to this problem, because I think the answers to this can only be resolved at the ballot box. It is the government of the day who are going to solve these problems for all westernized white cultures. And I think that the problem has just been made worse by certainly Germany opening the doors to as many refugees, as they laughingly call themselves, to come into not only Germany but Western Europe. So questions, queries, suggestions, answers to this down below as always. I know this is a bit of a serious one, guys, but it is a very, very serious subject. So for now, thank you very much for watching, and I shall speak to you again soon. Bye bye.